been a while since I seen all of y'all, but I'm over here in Texas. Yeah, it's a big old place. Yeah. And I'm sorry I don't have all my gear. I didn't bring it, so I had to borrow some. And yeah, and oh gosh, I'm gonna have to see about getting a reduce here. It can be a bit much sometimes, a little heavy to carry, and make my back feel a little different. But anyway, I have to tell y'all about my adventure yesterday. Oh man. Lady Dean decides she'll tell you because Doris Dean just couldn't handle it. It was a little bit too much for her. But before I tell you, I need to, you know what I always say, look pretty for the fish. Yeah. And look pretty for the boys. Anyway, so I had quite an experience yesterday, Well, what happened was my somebody tried to break out his window. Yeah, so he had to get a rental car. And so he calls and says, I want you to drive one of the cars so that I can get my rental car and I could get my car back to the house. And so I say, well, I don't like to drive the freeway, especially when I'm in a big old place like Texas. Yeah, it's real big. And so I'll drive, on the little streets, but I'm 66 years old. I don't want to be in a new territory trying to drive. But anyway, so we took the scenic route, right? Uncle and I took the scenic route over there. And cousin said it wasn't that far. But you know how far it was? It was about 40 minutes it took me to get there. Now, by then, it's getting dark. And I told Uncle now, I don't want to drive the freeway. And he said, well, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just going a little bit of ways on the freeway and then I'm going to get off. So I believe what he said, right? And I tried to keep up, but I'm not a Texas driver. No, I'm not. So you kind of expect me to be able to drive like the Texans do. But anyway, we get on the freeway and one person get in front of me and, I'm a little scared on that freeway because they drive little wacko out here. But anyway, oh man, this is really doing something to me right here. Ooh, how do you girls wear this stuff? I don't know. So anyway, we get on the freeway, one car gets ahead of me, then another car get ahead of me and he had a trailer behind him. Well, I don't know where I'm at, so I get off the freeway. Where's Uncle? He is nowhere to be found. And you know what? So I told my Siri, Siri, put this address in for me. And so Siri's did it, but I was driving and Auntie was in the car with me and I couldn't tell that I wasn't going to Richmond. So anyway, it said 40 miles away. So I'm thinking 40 miles, that's good because it took me about 40 minutes to get there. So I'm thinking that's good, right? Wrong. It's not good. So I'm driving and I'm driving. I'm driving on, like Miss Daisy, maybe not that slow, but I'm driving Highway 288. Then I had to get on Sam Houston. And then, but before then, I did see Sugar Land down there, but I thought that the navigation system knew where it was going because I sure didn't know where I was going. So anyway, what happened is, I'm driving and I'm driving. So then 40 minutes later, guess who calls me? Yeah, it was Uncle. And Uncle said, where y'all at? I said, I'm trying to get back to the house. Yeah, I'm trying. And so he said, well, do you want me to come and get you? Now, I ask you people, Why in the world would I want him to come and get me when he left me in the first place? Nah, I ain't gonna let him come get me. So I said, I'm somewhere, I'll find out, I'll figure it out. And I know he was a little worried, but he just kept ringing my phone, asking me questions, texting me. I can't do all of that while I'm driving, especially in the big old place of Houston. So I finally pulled over to see where in the world I was going. When I put in the address, I didn't put in Richmond, Texas. It just pulled up something for me, but it was the same address. Now, how do I know that? I'm just driving and I'm trying to follow what the, follow what they say, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, help me, Lord. So I'm just trying to find out what it's saying. So I could only handle so much at one time. I told you I'm 66 years old. Yeah, I got a lot of sisters and everything, and I'm smart, but oh, come on now. I don't try to do the cell phone and drive. That's a bit much. And Auntie she kind of couldn't remember exactly where she was either. Not at the time. So, but anyway, cousin called me, the cousin whose car got broken into. I'm not gonna name no names, but you know, some of y'all know who it is. So anyway, he calls and he says, well, I ain't got time to talk long, but I'm getting ready to go in this class. And I see y'all picked up the car. And so, okay, I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. So he never asked where exactly we was. He knew we was trying to get home. And I wasn't following Uncle Gary, and I don't think he knew that. But anyway, here I am out there in the middle of nowhere, trying to find somewhere where I had to go. But I knew something. In a little bit, I was about to get me a hotel room. Yes, I was. I was about to get me a hotel room. So, but anyway, so I stopped and I put in the city along with the address. Yeah, yeah, that's me. So anyway, I put the city on and it started taking me where I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go back on the freeway. So where it told me to turn, I kept on going, and it took me the scenic route. Now, I ask you, that was a bit much for me. That was too much of an adventure. So I will tell you this. I hope when he go pick up his car that he don't need me, because Lady Dean can't do it. That's just too much excitement for one trip. So, but anyway, y'all, as I said, now, yeah, this video was a little bit long, but anyway, I just had to put a couple of people on blast. But if somebody tell you that you don't like to drive the freeway, just believe them. And ladies, let me tell you this. Always look pretty for the boys and look pretty for the fish. And I got one more thing to tell you, this little tidbit that I always tell you. You know, this is toothpaste, but it's good for a lot of things. You can put it on a sole. You can pack it in your ear and just pull some stuff out, the wax, it will pull out. Now, I have a disclaimer. If you do this, it's on you. It ain't on me. And also, you can use this for a sunscreen, because you know sunscreen turns out white on us people. So you just take this, and it's toothpaste, and you just rub it on you, and it'll protect you. Now, like I said, I have a disclaimer. If you do it, it's on you. Don't blame Lady Dean. All right. It's bye-bye. I'm going to put this on YouTube because it's a bit long. We'll see how it goes. But I'll see you next week. I'll be home. But for now, yahoo! I'm in Texas. Bye-bye.